Success is never simple. It is never clean. It is never handed to you wrapped in comfort or applause. Real success is messy, lonely, and it tests every part of your being. The painful truth that no one wants to admit is that the world does not reward effort, dedication, or good intentions. It rewards results. It rewards the people who are willing to endure the nights when everyone else is sleeping, who are willing to sacrifice comfort for growth, and who are willing to continue when the pain feels unbearable. You will be misunderstood, underestimated, and even rejected along the way, not because you are weak, but because growth often isolates you from people who are not ready to elevate themselves. This is the first truth of real success. It demands a level of discomfort most people refuse to face. Every journey toward achievement begins with struggle. There is no shortcut, no magic formula, and no viral moment that replaces the hours spent alone, pushing yourself beyond limits. You will fail, and you will fail again, more times than you can imagine. And each failure is a lesson you will either embrace or ignore. Most people ignore it, taking rejection personally, allowing it to crush their confidence. But those who truly succeed understand that failure is the tuition they must pay for the results they desire. Every rejection, every setback, every moment of doubt is not an obstacle, it is information, a map guiding you toward the decisions, the discipline, and the strategy required to achieve what others only dream of. Discipline is the currency of real success. Motivation is fleeting, it comes and goes depending on your mood, your environment, and your circumstances. Discipline stays. Discipline is showing up every single day when you do not feel like it. Discipline is choosing the uncomfortable path that builds strength and skill over the easy path that only offers temporary satisfaction. You will work when no one sees you. You will grind when no one applauds. You will sacrifice the relationships, the distractions, and the pleasures that weaken focus. The world celebrates results, but it rarely respects the work behind them. This is where most people quit, and this is why most people never reach true achievement. But you are listening to this now because you are willing to pay the price that others refuse to pay. Time will test you. It will ask whether you are patient enough to endure long periods without recognition. Real success is not built overnight. It is built in silence, in repetition, in the steady accumulation of small victories that compound into unstoppable momentum. You will wake up early when your body screams for sleep. You will work when everyone else is playing. You will study, practice, and refine your craft long after inspiration has left the room. And the quiet hours, the relentless grind, and the moments of solitude will shape you into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient than you ever imagined. The painful truth is that success often feels lonely, but the isolation is part of the transformation. Expect sacrifice. Real success will take things from you. It will take time, energy, attention, and often relationships. People who do not understand your journey will criticize you, misunderstand your priorities, and question your choices. You will have to choose between immediate comfort and long-term gain. You will have to let go of short-term pleasures that distract from the long-term vision. You will make enemies along the way, people who resent your focus or are jealous of your drive. But these are not losses, they are necessary clearings. Each difficult choice, each lonely decision, and each act of self-mastery removes distraction and positions you closer to the life you are capable of building. This is the second painful truth: nothing worthwhile is free, easy, or painless. Success demands consistency over brilliance. It is not about one perfect decision, one lucky break, or one viral moment. It is about showing up day after day, refining your skills, and taking action even when your confidence falters. Those who achieve greatness understand that execution matters more than planning, that repetition beats inspiration, and that resilience trumps talent when talent alone is not enough. You will face obstacles, setbacks, and moments when progress feels invisible. This is where most people quit. But real achievers persist. They embrace discomfort. They treat obstacles as lessons. They trust the process, even when it is painful and slow. This is where the invisible work compounds into visible results. You will learn the importance of focus. Focus is not only on what you pursue but also on what you avoid. Every distraction, every unnecessary commitment, every energy drain is a cost. Real success requires ruthless prioritization. It requires saying no to people, projects, and habits that do not serve your ultimate vision. You cannot chase validation while building something exceptional. You cannot seek approval while breaking barriers. You cannot compromise your time while expecting extraordinary outcomes. The painful truth is that focus is selective and expensive. It asks you to remove anything that does not align with your growth, even when it hurts emotionally or socially. Only those who respect the cost of focus achieve true, lasting success. Fear will be your constant companion. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of scarcity, and fear of the unknown will show up relentlessly. Most people succumb to it. But the ones who reach the top learn to harness fear, to channel it into action, and to allow it to sharpen rather than paralyze. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is acting in spite of it. Every step you take while afraid compounds confidence. Every risk you take teaches resilience. Every time you choose action over comfort, you reinforce your capacity to achieve. The painful truth is that fear is necessary. It separates those who are willing to grow from those who are willing to stay safe. You will realize that accountability matters more than talent. The world does not reward potential, it rewards results. You may be brilliant, creative, or talented, but without accountability, without a commitment to action and measurable progress, you will remain invisible. Real success is about ownership. It is about taking responsibility for your choices, your results, and your failures. No one owes you guidance, support, or a shortcut. No one owes you recognition. You must own your path, your mistakes, and your triumphs. This level of responsibility is uncomfortable. It is heavy. It is isolating. But it is also empowering. And only those willing to embrace accountability achieve lasting impact. The journey toward real success is lonely. People will doubt you, friends may leave, and some will question your choices. You will endure criticism that cuts deeper than rejection, ridicule that feels personal, and periods when progress seems invisible. You will wonder if the sacrifices are worth it. And the answer will always lie in persistence. Persistence is more important than motivation, more reliable than luck, and more decisive than talent. You will learn that showing up, even on your worst days, even when the outcome is uncertain, is what separates achievers from dreamers. The painful truth is that the world rewards persistence, not excuses, and not sentiment. Ultimately, real success is not about recognition, applause, or external validation. It is about mastery over yourself, your habits, your discipline, your focus, your mindset, and your choices. It is about building a life where your results speak louder than your words, where your work commands respect without explanation, and where your presence is felt without demand. The painful truth is that most people chase success externally, seeking approval, admiration, and shortcuts, while ignoring the internal work that is infinitely harder, lonelier, and more important. Those willing to endure the pain, to embrace the struggle, and to persist in the face of adversity will achieve real, undeniable, and lasting success. And here's the final truth: success will demand more from you than you expect. It will challenge every belief, test every boundary, and force growth that is uncomfortable and relentless. You will be exhausted, lonely, and misunderstood. You will doubt yourself, question your choices, and confront limits you didn't know existed. But if you persist, if you endure, and if you embrace the pain instead of running from it, you will rise. You will reach heights most never imagine, and when you look back, the struggle, the isolation, the sacrifices, the relentless grind, will be the very thing that made your success unshakable, undeniable, and real.